Hello and welcome to Rewards Canada's top travel rewards credit cards for 2024. These are Canada's original credit card rankings now in their 16th year. Yes, these are already our 16th annual top travel credit cards. If you're in the market for a new travel rewards credit card or are looking to upgrade what you have in your wallet right now, look no further than our rankings. You may be asking yourself, how can you make your travel cheaper, more luxurious, or even be able to budget for multiple vacations? Well, part of that answer lies in having the best credit cards or card in your wallet to help fund those travels. With over 22 years of experience in research, Rewards Canada is the most renowned and trusted source for helping all Canadian individuals find the right card for them, and the first step in that search begins right here with these top travel credit card rankings. While we do rank a best overall credit card that we feel should be in every Canadian's wallet, the fact remains it may not actually be the best card for you. The card that is best for you may not be the best that's for somebody else, and vice versa. And that is why we present 5 best cards across multiple categories to help you decide which is the best one for you. In general, you need to look at more than just these best rankings. You need to look at your spending habits, what your reward goals are, what extra benefits you're looking for, and that'll help you pick the right credit card. And that's what these rankings do. They kind of help you whittle down the over 200 cards that you can choose in our market. There are just so many cards in the Canadian market that it can be hard to make a decision. So we've gone ahead and done a lot of that legwork over these 20 plus years, and we know which cards work the best for Canadians, and then you can go from these rankings and find the right one from you. So jumping right into this year's rankings, the biggest news for 2024 is the discontinuation of one of Canada's best credit cards, and that was the HSBC World Elite Mastercard. This card was the 4th overall, it was the best no foreign transaction fee card, and it was the 3rd best hybrid card. So it ranked well in our rankings. It did really well. It was featured in a lot of our ultimate credit card portfolios and a lot of other features. But now with this card gone, it has allowed others to move up the ranks. Also with this year's rankings, we have moved the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card out of the top 5 overall cards. I really struggled with this, if I should do this or not. This card is an amazing travel rewards card, and it is one of the best out there. But it is also quite a niche card in terms of our market. What I've heard from a lot of our readers and a lot of people visiting our site is that they're looking for something with a lot of flexible reward options. And as flexible as this Marriott card is, because you can convert Marriott points to like airline programs, it doesn't allow you to really go out and book any travel you want with whoever you want and just give you multiple options. So, even though I still use this card personally every day, we do in the Rewards Canada family, we rack up tons of Marriott Bonvoy points every day on this card. We found out a good portion of Canadians are looking for cards that are more flexible, so we made the decision to pull the card out of the top 5. But with that being said, with how much value it can provide and the fact that we no longer have a hotel credit card category because it's the only hotel credit card left in Canada, all the others are gone now, we decided to give the card its own honorable mention, which we'll discuss a little bit later here in this video and podcast. All right, so let's get right into it and look at the top overall travel rewards credit card for 2024. So this is the creme de la creme of travel rewards cards in Canada. This is the best card out of all our subcategories that we're going to discuss later here. And that card, once again, for the 7th year in a row, is the American Express Cobalt card. This is a card that has yet to meet its match. I mean, it was number 1 back when it was first launched. It was improved in 2021 to make it even better. And while we've seen other cards get better and better, none of them can still match this card's overall value and flexibility. I mean, travel-wise, it provides up to a 5% return when you redeem points towards any bookings you make yourself. So that's like booking travel with Air Canada, WestJet, Expedia, you name it. You redeem your points against the charge and you get a 5% return. And that's the same for their statement credit option. This card not only is the best overall travel rewards credit card, but it's the 2nd best cashback card in Canada. And actually, for some people, it is the best cashback card in Canada because that 5% return that you can use towards travel is the same for statement credits. You'll get 5% back, cash up to 5% cash back when you redeem for statement credits. Like, the card is simply unbelievable. That 5% is thanks to earning 5 times points on eats and drinks, which is groceries, dining, coffee shops, you name it, bakeries, you name it. Think all those things like that. I'll put a link actually on our podcast page and on below in our YouTube description to our Cobalt multipliers. So you can see where you can earn those 5 times points. And then those 5 times points can actually be boosted to a 10% return if you utilize American Express's fixed points for travel. So this is their fixed travel reward chart that are kind of like the traditional familiar frequent flyer charts. Things like Avion Rewards uses CIBC Aventura, so Amex has their own as well. And that gives up to a 2 cents per point return or value, which gives you up to a 10% return on your 5 times points. Now, this card will also earn 3 times points on streaming services, 2 times points on travel, gas, transit, and ride sharing. And on top of all this, what makes this card even more flexible, not only do we talk about the flexible travel rewards, fixed points travel rewards, cashback return, on top of this, you can convert the points to airline and hotel programs like Air Canada Aeroplan and British Airways, which are one-to-one conversions, which is huge. That's huge value. We've seen real-world returns of 30% or more with this card. There's Air Canada Aeroplan redemptions that we've posted, which were well above 6 cents per point. You multiply that by the 5 points per dollar, and you're getting a 30% return on your spending or more. And there are people and stories telling that they're getting 10 cents per point, 12 cents per point. So you multiply that by 5, and you're getting huge returns on the Cobalt card's 5 times points earning. Like, that just cannot be matched by any card in Canada right now. And same with British Airways, you get good value there. Air France, KLM, Flying Blue, even though their conversion rate's only 1 to 3/4 miles, a lot of times their economy class awards are 3-4 cents per point in value. So you multiply that by 5 and then multiply it by 0.75, and you're still getting amazing value out of this card. And then you can convert to Marriott, Bonvoy, and even more hotel and airline programs. Like, it's just, the Cobalt card is truly unmatched in providing great value and flexibility to such a wide range of Canadian travelers. If you don't need Aeroplan, that doesn't matter. This card's still one of the best, or is the best in Canada, if you don't need any of those conversion partners. Like, I could go on and on. And yeah, I have gone on and on in many videos and podcasts and on our website. Like, this card literally should be in every Canadian's wallet. There's few exceptions. I mean, for people who, I guess, shop or dine at places where they never accept American Express, which is very rare. So, like, I tell people, even if you put about 50% of your spending, it probably even could be less, 30% of your spending on the Cobalt card, and then the rest on another card, you're still going to come out ahead than just having one other card. So really, if you don't have this card yet, give it serious consideration. I personally feel it should be in everybody's wallet. In our family, in the Rewards Canada family, we run with 2 accounts. My wife has her own Cobalt card. I have my own Cobalt card. Our kids run supplementary cards on the Cobalt cards, and we rack up hundreds of thousands. In fact, I'd have to add it up, but I'd say maybe since this card launched, we're probably into the 7 figures in points that we've earned on these cards. So just take it from us. They are amazing, and they provide tons of value. Now, continuing on with the top overall travel rewards credit card, the number 2 position remains is still the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card. This is the best airline card in Canada, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And this still remains number 2. And that's because Aeroplan, again, is a very valuable program for Canadians when utilized right. If you're flexible with your travel, if you're looking for business class travel, you look no further than the Aeroplan card. Aeroplan program. And the Aeroplan card is good, the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite, primarily because it's the mainstay card for the program. It gives you a discount on Aeroplan reward flights. But a lot of people are getting this card now even just for the first check bag free. That in its own right can pay for this card, and everything else is just icing on the cake. So that's our number 2 card, is a TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card. Remaining in 3rd spot is the American Express Gold Rewards card. This card, many years ago, before the Cobalt card launch, was the best card in Canada. And now we've dropped it down to 3rd. Still an amazing card. It's got very decent earn rates, good insurance coverage, has airport lounge access with 4 lounge passes a year, and $100 travel credit. Now, the annual fee is $250 per year, so that's why it's a little bit higher up, lower in our charts at number 3 now. Back in the day, it used to have a lower annual fee, which had to rank a little bit higher. But yeah, so it's still another amazing credit card. If you're looking for more travel benefits than, say, the Cobalt card, but want a well-rounded card and don't want to run a Cobalt and Gold, I mean, personally, we run Cobalt and Gold in Rewards Canada family, but if you don't want that, then the Gold card is a very, very good option. Now, fourth and fifth in the top overall credit card rankings changed this year, and that's because, like we mentioned before, the HSBC World Elite Mastercard was discontinued, and we pulled the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card out of these rankings. So the new number 4 spot is another no fee or no foreign transaction fee card that replaces the HSBC World Elite, and that is the Scotiabank Gold American Express card. This card has ranked number 1 in the travel points category, which I'll discuss also after here. So it moves up to number 4. Super strong earn rates, of course, up to 6 points per dollar, which provides up to a 6% return for travel. And also even some cash back, like it's up to a 6% return if you're redeeming those points for groceries at Scene Plus grocery stores like Sobeys and Safeway and that. And then, it also has no foreign transaction fees. So it's just another extremely strong earning. We call it a points earning machine like the Cobalt card. This is the number 2 points earning machine. And, it has extremely flexible travel reward options and those other rewards. So another very, very good option. One to definitely consider if you shop a lot at the Scene Plus grocery stores, and also don't need things like the conversion options from the Cobalt card. So, and if you're looking for no foreign transaction fees, of course. So another excellent option. And moving into 5th spot this year is the MBNA Rewards World Elite Mastercard. So this is, the third and final points earning machine. We consider 3 cards in Canada as points earning machines, and that's the American Express Cobalt card, the Scotiabank Gold American Express card, and this card, the MBNA Rewards World Elite. This card racks up the points fast with up to 5.5 points per dollar spent, and it has the highest spending caps of all the points earning machines, $50,000 per year per category. So up to $250,000 of spending, you could earn that 5 points per dollar, and then it gives you a 10% birthday bonus up to 15,000 extra points per year. So that's where you can get up to the 5.5 points per dollar. So you can earn a lot of points with this card. And right now we consider it just a travel points card like the Scotiabank Gold American Express card. But there is the anticipated addition of transfers to Alaska Airlines mileage plan, which is coming sometime in 2024. So that will have this card move into the hybrid category for 2025. But right now, it's still considered a travel points card when these rankings come out. And yeah, the 5th best overall in Canada, thanks to huge earn rates, which provide that's up to 5.5% return for travel when booked through MBNA Rewards. It's even a really decent for cash back. It's over 4% cash back on that 5 points per dollar or 5.5 points. So another very strong cash back card as well. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. So that's definitely another card to check out. They made it better not too long ago with better insurance coverage as well. It's a World Elite Mastercard, so it gives you Mastercard Travel Pass by Dragon Pass, so it's lounge access and all that stuff. So just another excellent card. Next up, like we've said before, here's our honorable mention, and that is the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card. This is featured in our top 5 overall cards for many years, even before it was a Marriott card, when it was still the Starwood Preferred Guest card back in the day. But as we've heard from many more Canadians, a lot of them are intrigued by the card, but they're looking for a lot of flexibility in the travel rewards. So that's why we made the decision to take it out of top 5. But as I've said before, this is an amazing card. The Rewards Canada family uses it a lot. If you're looking, if you stay at a hotel, especially if you stay at Marriott hotels, this card is a must-have. But even if you stay at hotels once or twice per year, this is even something to consider, because this is one of the few cards that more than pays for itself simply with its benefits. In the first year alone, the welcome bonus provides multiple times value of the $120 annual fee. And then each year after that, this card gives you a free night award worth up to 35,000 points that you can use through hotels for 35,000 points. Or you can top it off with more points if you want, up to 50,000. But even just with that 35,000 points, we're finding so many hotels in the $150 to $400 range that you can use that free night award at. So that makes it more than worth it paying that $120 annual fee. You want to go get a $400 hotel for $120? Then get this card. That's why it has an honorable mention, because it's so much value. And the Marriott, is one of the largest hotel chains in the world. I think there are upwards of 8,000 or more than 8,000 hotels worldwide. A lot of aspirational properties too, where you can use these points at. So it's something to definitely consider if you've never considered a hotel card. And like I said before, it is the only hotel card left in Canada, because the most recent one, Best Western, left us just over a year ago. And the others like IHG are gone, Choice Hotels are gone. So yeah, it's the only hotel card left in Canada. This and the business version of the card. And again, business version, amazing as well. Pretty much the same card, a little bit of different earn rates, different annual fee, but for the most part, they are almost identical. All right, now we'll get into our subcategories from which we draw the cards from for our top overall credit cards. And the first subcategory is the top travel points card with an annual fee. So these are travel point cards, what we consider cards that you use to book travel either via the credit card's own travel agency, or they give you the ability to book travel how you want with whomever you want. So like we were mentioning how some of the other cards, how you can book directly with Air Canada, book directly with WestJet, book directly with hotel chains and all that. A lot of these cards provide the option to use your points against those charges. So the number one card here is the Scotiabank Gold American Express card. Now I've already discussed in the overall, so I won't go into huge detail, but again, it earns up to 6 points per dollar, which provides up to a 6% return in terms of travel points towards any travel. Now you can book that travel either via Scene Plus Travel and redeem your points there, or you can book any travel you want. So it gives you the best of both worlds in terms of a travel points card. Plus you have your no FX fees. So just honestly, this points earning machine is an amazing card, and it is the top travel points card. Number two is the MBNA Rewards World Elite Mastercard. Again, we've already touched upon this one because it was number 5 in the overall category. The difference here between this and the Scotia Gold Amex is that with the MBNA Rewards World Elite, if you want to get the maximum value of the points for travel, you have to book the travel via MBNA Rewards. So it's a little less flexible than the Scotiabank Gold American Express card because you are having to book through the program travel agency. But the good news is with their travel agency is they price match, or they tend to. So if you find a good deal elsewhere, you let them know and they will typically price match it, and then you can use your points towards that charge, and you're saving the most you can as well because you're getting the cheapest travel if you're booking the cheapest travel, that is. That being said, you can still go out and book any travel you want and then redeem points as cash back as a statement credit. And like I said, when I was mentioning the overall cards, those 5 points per dollar work out to over a 4% return for cash back. So it's still an amazing any travel you want credit card in that regard. Third spot in this category goes to the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite card. This is one of the most well-rounded cards in Canada. So it doesn't have as strong of points earning as, say, the MBNA Rewards World Elite or the Scotiabank Gold American Express card, but it also has no foreign transaction fees like the Gold Amex. But the fact is, you can still earn this card's accelerated earn rates outside of Canada, whereas the Scotiabank Gold American Express card are in Canada only. So that's a toss-up there. If you're spending a lot outside of Canada, the Passport Visa may actually work better for you than the Gold American Express card. On top of that, it also has airport lounge access with 6 lounge passes per year. So that's huge value with those 6 lounge passes. And it has amazing insurance coverage as well. So again, this is one of those well-rounded cards. If you don't want to be carrying a lot of cards in your wallet, but you're looking for just maybe 1 or 2, and you want them kind of, all the cards that give you good coverage across the board in terms of benefits, insurance, earn rates, look no further than the Passport Visa Infinite card, as it's an excellent card. In fourth spot, you have the CIBC Aventura Visa Infinite card. This is the mainstay card for CIBC's in-house proprietary program called Aventura and CIBC Rewards. Again, a very good option of a card. Best value here is when you redeem your points for travel via the Aventura Rewards chart through their travel agency. And then rounding out our top 5 is the TD First Class Travel Visa Infinite card. This card was also in 5th spot last year. In fact, this whole category has stayed the same as last year. The good thing here, this card has accelerated earn rates and it gives you multiple options for redemptions. The best value is redeeming through Expedia for TD, which is kind of their in-house travel agency. But you can also redeem the points, but at a little bit of a lower value towards any travel you book on the card. So again, go book with Air Canada, WestJet, you name it, and then you can redeem your points against the charge. And that rounds out the top travel points card with an annual fee category, which makes us move right into the top no-fee travel rewards credit card. Now, this one actually encompasses all the categories of the rankings because there aren't actually that many no-fee travel rewards cards in comparison to fee-based ones. And the winner here is a hybrid card, and that's the American Express Green Card, which holds on to the first spot. So basically, I've already discussed the Cobalt card, the Gold Rewards card. This is just a no annual fee version, same type of rewards. It's a simple 1 point per dollar on all spending because it is no fee card, so there's no accelerators. But then those points can be converted to Aeroplan, to Air France, KLM, you name it. Redeem for Amex's fixed points for travel. Redeem for any travel you book on the card. Cash back. Again, just a super well-rounded, amazing card with so many flexible reward options. So if your shopping habits, your travel habits, and that aren't conducive to getting, say, the Cobalt card or the Gold Rewards card, but you do want to have an Amex in your wallet, this is the one to get because it gives you all the same flexibility, just lower earn rates, but you're also not paying an annual fee. In second place remains the Scotiabank American Express card. Now, this card has accelerated earn rates in that at Scene Plus grocery stores. Another very good card. If you don't need conversion options like the American Express Green Card provides or cash back, if you're just simply looking for a no-fee travel points card that you can use towards any travel, this is the card to look at, the Scotiabank American Express card, because it actually earns a few more points than the green card itself, but you don't have as many redemption options. In third spot remains the MBNA Rewards Platinum Plus Mastercard, so just kind of like the World Elite version in the top travel points and top overall. This one, your best bet is redeeming the points for travel via MBNA Rewards Travel, but you also get a cashback option. But that cashback option with this card is actually lower than what the World Elite has. So not really a recommended option to redeem the points with this card. It's its value there is when it's redeemed for travel through MBNA Rewards. In fourth spot is the venerable Scotiabank Scene Plus Visa card. So this is the same as the old Scene card that was so popular with everybody. This one also has accelerated earn rates. Another very good, just well-rounded travel points card. And same thing, if you don't need conversions to other airlines, don't need cash back, if you're redeeming your Scene Plus points for groceries, at Scene Plus stores, then check this card out as well. No annual fee and, a pretty decent travel card. And then rounding out the no fee travel category, again, in fifth spot is the CIBC Aventura Visa card. Much like the one we already discussed, the World Elite, your best bets here are redeeming those points via the Aventura rewards chart for flights or booking travel directly via CIBC Aventura for hotels and that. So that's the no fee travel rewards credit card category. Next up, we have the top airline credit card category. So these are cards that earn miles or points directly into an airline frequent flyer program. And taking top spot once again is the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite cards. And not only is it the number 2 overall card, it's the number 1 airline card. So we've already kind of discussed what this card offers. Gives you your first check bag free, gives you preferred pricing on Aeroplan award flights, has some decent earn rates for Aeroplan, when you purchase groceries, Air Canada flights, those type of things. Just overall, it is the mainstay card for the Aeroplan program. If you're not looking for an ultra premium one or an entry level one, this really is the card to be looking at, and that's the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card. Is once again the best airline credit card in Canada because Aeroplan offers, business class flights, even options to get into first class, economy, premium economy. With all their partner airlines around the world, you have a lot of great options that you can use Aeroplan points for. But like we always say with every frequent flyer program, flexibility is key to making the most and getting the most value out of those points. In second spot, once again, is the WestJet RBC World Elite Mastercard. This is actually the card that brought out that whole first check bag free thing, and that is what a lot of people get this card for, and also the companion voucher. WestJet let us know that the average value of people redeeming for this voucher is $500 per person. That's huge value for a card that's only $119. So you're getting value from the first check bag free, from the companion voucher, and you're earning WestJet dollars with this card on all your purchase. So another excellent card for those who travel with WestJet or want to purchase even codeshare flights booked through WestJet on some of their partner airlines around the world. They're even adding more flights to Asia now, to Europe. So a lot of good options, especially for those out in Western Canada, because WestJet is focused more on Western Canada. And it's those little things like they're focused on Western Canada, not having as many cities available as say like where you can fly to with Air Canada and their partners is what keeps this card in second spot. But again, if you're more of a WestJet flyer or somebody who lives out west, this can actually be a better option than the Aeroplan card for you. In third spot is the American Express Aeroplan card. Again, just the whole value of the Aeroplan program, what I didn't touch upon with the TD Aeroplan card as well, is that you have more options to earn points, on the flights with Aeroplan partners over and above what you earn on these cards. So American Express Aeroplan card is your number 3 option for the top airline cards. In 4th spot remains the relative newcomer, Air France KLM's World Elite Mastercard that's powered by Brim Financial. Air France KLM, probably the best program for transatlantic travel. I used to say the best program for economy class, but now even business class, because they made all their business class flights start at 50,000 miles one way between Canada and Europe, North Africa, and Turkey. It used to range between 55 and 70, so they actually lowered it. I mean, that's a starting point because they're dynamic pricing, but that's unmatched by any other frequent flyer program. So the Air France KLM Flying Blue program is amazing for those looking to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. It's a really good program. Economy class, business class, you name it. And then you can also redeem on partner airlines, including WestJet. So a lot of good options with there. And then rounding out the airline category again is the RBC British Airways Visa Infinite card. Now, this is more of a niche card. Now, British Airways, the Executive Club program where you own Avios, is a really decent program, again, for Canadians for transatlantic travel, but even for travel within North America, redeeming those Avios, even though they're going to be increased or has been increased on flights to, with American Airlines and Alaska, it still represents some decent value. But this card, what makes it really stand out is its 10% discount on all British Airways flights. So if you're somebody who buys British Airways flights once or twice a year, you can use this card to get a 10% discount, and that's on the entire amount, including taxes and fees. So the discount is quite valuable with that card, and that's why it's in 5th spot. We did have one new airline card this year. It was actually a replacement card, and that's the Cathay Pacific World Elite MasterCard powered by Neo. That replaces the RBC Cathay Pacific card. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a good card, in terms of earning Asia miles and the welcome bonus, but it just doesn't crack into the top 5 with what it offers. Again, a very niche card like the RBC Cathay card was back in the day. And that brings us to Rewards Canada's favorite category, the top hybrid credit card. So what is a hybrid card? It's a combination of an airline card, a hotel card, a travel points card. It's basically all of the above, all wrapped into one card. You can convert your points to airline programs, hotel programs, use the points to book travel via credit cards travel agency, or book travel how you want with whomever you want. And the winner here again, from when it was released many years ago, is the American Express Cobalt card, and that is why it's the top overall card, because it gives you all those options. Being a hybrid card, it has so many options. I won't go into more detail here since I have talked about it so much already. Just know that because it is the top hybrid card, it is the top overall card in Canada. And in 2nd spot, it's another card we already discussed as well, as the American Express Gold Rewards card. Like I said, it was the top card in Canada before the Cobalt card was released. So same thing, a little bit different earn rates, more benefits, but all the same flexible and amazing reward options that you find on the Cobalt card. So that's why the Gold Rewards is number 2. And with the demise of the HSBC World Elite MasterCard, we see the RBC Avion Visa Infinite card move to 3rd spot in the hybrid category. This is most likely the card that a lot of HSBC World Elite MasterCard holders will be transferred to once the complete integration, or once the integration is complete of HSBC into RBC, sometime in 2024 or even early 2025. We don't really know the timelines yet, but we know that chances are the products will be changed and not saved. So the Avion Visa Infinite card, a long time mainstay in Canada, used to be one of the best cards, kind of fell down the ranks because they haven't changed the earn rates on this card. They haven't changed the redemption rates in terms of using the Avion Air Redemption Air Travel Schedule, or whatever they call it. They have some complicated name for it, but using their reward chart for redeeming their points. It is one of the most expensive cards, and when we say expensive, in terms of how much you have to spend on the card to earn enough points to be rewarded for a flight. In fact, what's actually kept it ranking up higher is its conversion options, because it is a hybrid card. It's those conversion options to British Airways, to WestJet, to Cathay Pacific, to American Airlines that keep it ranking so much higher. If it didn't have those options, I don't even know if this card would fall or fit in or fall into any of the top 5. I mean, I'd have to run the numbers. If it did, it'd probably be 4th or 5th in some categories. It wouldn't be very high. So know that when you're looking at this card. But there are tricks to make more value to that that card, and that's to add an RBC Ion Plus card to your portfolio, because that card actually earns more than the Avion Visa Infinite card, but its redemption rates aren't good. But when you combine the two, you get the power of those cards, but still not as high as the Cobalt card or Scotia Gold American Express card or the MBNA rewards, but pretty decent. So that's a trick. We do have a loyalty lesson about that on our site, so check it out. And now moving up into fourth spot, again, because HSBC left this category, is the Platinum card from American Express. So in some ways, this card's actually even better than, say, like the Avion Visa Infinite card, even better than the American Express Gold Rewards card. But the reason why it ranks lower is its high annual fee. It's $799 a year, so everybody cannot justify that. Now, it has a lot of extra benefits, like it has the best airport lounge access program out of any card in Canada. It gives you hotel elite status, $200 annual travel credit, $200 annual dining credit. So there's a lot of options to it that can make that $799 worth it. But for the majority of Canadians, even with those benefits, the $799 is just not a viable option. So that's why this card is actually ranked fourth in the hybrid category. And rounding out the card is a new card, or rounding out this category is a new card in the category, and that's the RBC Ion Plus Visa card, moving into fifth spot. Yes, it is a hybrid card. Now, its only true hybrid conversion option is to WestJet Rewards, but it is in fact the highest earning WestJet Rewards card, even more than WestJet's RBC World Elite card, because this card's 3 points per dollar accelerated earn rates works out to a 3% return for WestJet, which is higher than WestJet's 1.5% and 2%. And mind you, its base earn rate is lower, so these are things you have to take into consideration, but that's what makes this a hybrid card, is that you can redeem the points for travel booked through RBC Avion Rewards, you can convert them to WestJet, or like I said, if you tie it in with the Avion Visa Infinite card, you get all the options that are there. So the potential is there for this card to even be better by combining it with the Avion Visa Infinite, but it's a good hybrid option for WestJet Rewards members, so that's why it ranks in fifth spot. And our next category is the top no foreign transaction fee credit cards. So these are cards that, again, can fit into any of our categories across all the rankings, but none of these cards actually charge you a foreign transaction fee. If you're unaware of what that is, most credit cards in Canada charge anywhere from 2 to 3%. 2.5% is like the average, like majority, probably 95% of cards are 2.5%. They charge that fee on transactions made in currencies other than the Canadian dollar. So cards that have no foreign transaction fee do not charge that. You're going to get 0% a fee. You're just going to pay the exchange rate. And so this is another category where the HSBC World Elite card was number one last year, but since it's discontinued, no longer available to new customers, it has been replaced by last year's number two card, which is the Scotiabank Gold American Express card. So I don't need to go into huge detail again here. I've already discussed it a couple times because, like I said, it's in the top overall, it's the top travel points card, and it's the top no foreign transaction fee card. So you get the picture. It's a really good card, and that's the number one card. Number two is, again, another Scotiabank card we've discussed, the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite card. Again, a well-rounded card. If you don't need an American Express version of a Scene Plus card, this is the one to get. If you want more benefits for traveling that, this is the one to get. So again, I guess I should stress that these rankings through 1 to 5 in many of these categories, these cards, a lot of them are interchangeable depending on the person. I've always said there's actually no one best card in Canada. We can kind of generalize what a best card is, but every individual is so different, and that's why we rank 5 cards per category to give you those options. And in many of these categories, the difference between first and fifth is very minimal. So no matter which card you're getting, whether it's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, you're getting a good card, and one that you should not, be concerned that I can be doing better. It's a good card for you if you're getting any of these cards. So yeah, so Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite number 2, and number 3 again, Scotiabank Platinum American Express card. This is the one we call a sleeper card. So this is an ultra premium card, has a higher annual fee, but it's also no foreign transaction fee. Earns 2 points per dollar across the board, so a strong earn rate on everything. Even its base earn rate is 2 points per dollar. But again, because it has a higher annual fee, that may be a bit of a detractor for a lot of Canadians. It only comes in at third spot. Moving up to fourth spot is the Brim World Elite Mastercard. Technically more so of a cashback card. But honestly, this category, no foreign transaction fee cards, there aren't a lot in Canada because it's not a huge option like in the US. So the Brim World Elite MasterCard, you can use that cash back towards your travel, and it has good travel benefits, good insurance, and it has no foreign transaction fee. So that's number 4. And because HSBC moved out, we needed a new card to come in for 5th spot. And the only other good option there is the Brim MasterCard. So same thing, just it's the no fee version of the World Elite. It earns a base 1% cash back basically on all your purchases, but it has no foreign transaction fees, which is great. And so that rounds out the top no foreign transaction fee category. Now our second last category in our top travel rewards credit card rankings is the top ultra premium credit card. So this is another category where these cards can fit into any of the other categories across the rankings, but an ultra premium card is one that carries a hefty annual fee. So we consider that $300 or more per year in terms of annual fees. But these are airline cards, these are hybrid cards, these are travel points cards, just all ultra premium ones. And what that usually means is you get better rewards and or a lot more benefits with these cards. And the number 1 card here again is the Platinum card from American Express. This is your $799 per year card, but you have your $200 annual travel credit, $200 annual dining credit, the best lounge access out of any credit card in Canada. In terms of you get access for you and your family at most lounges in Canada at no extra charge. So unlike a lot of these cards that have the Mastercard or Visa Airport or Mastercard Travel Pass or Visa Airport Companion, those are just annual membership fee coverage where you still have to pay the discounted lounge access. That's not so with the Platinum card. It's basically unlimited access. So that's why it's a huge value. So if you're traveling quite a bit and don't have elite status with an airline program that gets you lounge access, this is the card to have because it's like having that elite status. In fact, it'll get you into more lounges than having a specific airline elite status. So just a great thing. And then it gives you Marriott Bonvoy gold status, Hilton Honors gold status. You have fine hotels and resorts options. So many good things with this card. Oh, and the international airline program gives you discounts on business class and first class flights on many airlines around the world. Even gives you discounts on WestJet economy class as long as it's not their most basic lowest fares. So take that into consideration if you're buying a lot of WestJet flights. You can maybe save with the Platinum card. Second place in this category, again, actually this whole category stayed the same as last year, is the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege card. This is the best ultra premium Air Canada / Aeroplan card. Lots of great benefits, really good insurance, decent earn rates. The benefits it has is almost like having elite status with Air Canada. So if you don't have elite status now, we're going to start flying Air Canada more. Definitely a card to consider because it's going to get you priority boarding, priority check-in, things like that. Maple Leaf Lounge access, plus lounge passes to other lounges beyond the Maple Leaf Lounge network. Number 3 is the American Express Aeroplan Reserve card. So same deal as the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite. This card actually earns more on Air Canada flights than the TD Aeroplan. But the reason it ranks number 3 is its insurance coverage isn't as good as the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite. And it doesn't give you free lounge passes. But again, very close between these cards. So it's really, it's a toss-up. If you're going to spend a lot of cash with Air Canada, this may be the card to go because you're going to earn more points. But if you're going to be staying or going to airports where there's no Maple Leaf lounges, the TD version may be better because you get those lounge passes. So something to take into consideration. 4th spot is the RBC Avion Visa Infinite Privilege card. An okay card. Earn rates are decent, nothing great though, 1.25 across the board, but you get increased business class redemptions, increased value if you're redeeming those points for business class, that is, through Avion Rewards. But again, it's more the benefits and extras that the Infinite Privilege cards provide as to why this is number 4. 5th spot is the Scotiabank Platinum American Express card. In some ways, I like this card more than the RBC Avion Visa Infinite, but it ranks 5th because it doesn't have those conversion options to like British Airways and Cathay and WestJet and that. But it has lounge access with 10 passes per year versus the Avion Visa Infinite Privilege is 6. And its fees only $3.99, has strong earn rates across the board. So if you don't need conversion options like the RBC Avion provides, Scotia Platinum American Express is definitely a better option. And that rounds out the top ultra premium credit card category. And our final category in our top travel rewards credit card rankings are the top small business travel rewards credit cards. This was a new category last year, so second year we've ran it. No changes here. And again, these are cards that can fit across any of the categories. You'll have airline, hybrid, travel points. Number one card, once again, is the American Express Business Edge card. This is basically a small business version of the Cobalt card. It may not earn as many points as the Cobalt card, but it does have accelerated earn rates, some great accelerated earn rates where you can rack up points fast. And then you get all the same redemption options as all the other Amex cards, like the Gold rewards, like the Cobalt, like the Platinum. You can convert to Aeroplan, you can convert to British Airways, you can use Amex's fixed points for travel, redeem for cash back. Again, this works out to a very good small business cash back card. So definitely, there's a lot of reasons why it is the best small business travel rewards card in Canada for the second year running. In second place is the Business Platinum card from American Express. Same thing, this one has a $799 annual fee. Lots of annual credits you can use, like one with cell phone providers or mobile phone providers. You get $10 a month per year for 12 months, so $120 a year for that. $200 travel credit, excellent lounge access, you name it, and all the redemption options under the sun with the membership rewards program. In third spot is the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite Business Card. This is the only small business card with no foreign transaction fees, and just like its consumer version, the Passport Visa Infinite card, it's a well-rounded travel rewards card with good earn rates, flexible redemption options, just no conversion options. But if you don't need conversion options like the American Express cards have and aren't really looking for cash back, this is the card to go for, especially if you make a lot of purchases outside of Canada, thanks to that no foreign transaction fees. In fourth spot is the RBC Avion Visa Infinite Business Card, just like the other Avion cards. Not the greatest in terms of earn rates, but again, you get lots of rewards, flexible rewards options, conversions to British Airways, those type of things. And rounding out our small business travel rewards credit card category is the American Express Aeroplan Business Reserve Card. This is the best small business card for Air Canada / Aeroplan. Just like the other ultra premium consumer versions of the cards, you got good earn rates, lounge access, things like that. Just everything under the sun as well with this program in terms of Air Canada and Aeroplan, first check bag free. Discounted redemption rates, you name it. This is a card for you. If you need a small business card and want benefits for flying with Air Canada and discounts on your Aeroplan redemptions, this is the card to look at. And that's it. There you have it. Those are Canada's top travel rewards credit cards for 2024. Whether you want to maximize the amount of points you earn for every hard-earned dollar you spend, or you want to have airport lounge access, deals at luxurious hotels, there are cards in these rankings that will cover you. Honestly, all the cards above, like I think I mentioned just not too long ago, will help you with your travels in one way or another. I mean, with over 200 cards in Canada, well over 70 travel cards in Canada, it's hard to pick through them. So hopefully our rankings help guide you kind of in the right way. We have our favorite in each category, but we love putting the top 5 in each because our favorite in each category may not be the best one for you, but I bet you one of those top 5 in any of these categories will be the right one for you. And if you're not into travel rewards, stay tuned because we'll have another podcast and video where we're going to cover our top cash back credit cards for 2024. And that's all she wrote. Thank you for checking out Canada's top travel rewards credit cards for 2024. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any videos to do with credit cards, loyalty programs, and travel in Canada. And hit that notification bell so that you are notified when we do post those new videos. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.